It's got a good weld here. It's a good weld there. That one in the middle, there's oil pushing out of the frame again. So that was beautiful. That weld right there is... We've pulled out the motor mounts from the vehicle. We're going to go ahead and weld up the square tube, both on the scab plate side and on the motor mount side. Get those all permanent, and then we'll stick them back on and weld the scab plates into the frame after that. There's a light glint off of something. It's got to be that over there. And it's turning my helmet back dark. Alrighty. We haven't cleaned this up at all, so that soot's still laid down on top. Give you a look at that weld in there. Flip it over here and look at that lay down here. You can see those flat pieces that we laid down into on the back there. We should be good to go. All right, motor mount number 2. I'm going to go ahead and lay a couple of extra tacks on this one to make sure that we don't get any movement out of it on the back side. Not enough ground. The machine. All right, we'll let them cool down for a bit so we don't burn ourselves trying to get back in there. We'll bring you back when we jump back onto that scab plate weld in. Hey, we jumped ahead on you just a bit. We were having an issue with the transmission jack bleeding off against dropping the motor, which was causing it to rotate in the horizontal plane, and that was causing us to fight these stinking motor mounts. So what we did is we came in here and zeroed things up, and then we threw some tacks in on the motor mounts on those scab plates so that we could get things locked in. And we're really close. We're getting a little settle. We're about 0.3 of a degree off of perfectly flat, but I think we're going to be all right with that. Motor mounts are going to settle a little bit. That rubber will take up just a bit. So the motor mounts will settle a little bit, and that rubber will take up just a little bit of what we have suspended on the cherry picker, and that'll help us out quite a bit. we'll see where we settle in. As long as we're within, you know, half a degree or so, I'm going to be pretty happy with that.
I got 2 out.
I got 2 out. There's anywhere to push.
In the circle bird.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel like we were just here. Got a little spring in her. That back clamp still got a little spring in it. So I'm going to leave it on there until I get it tacked in good. I'll squirt this in, make her permanent. Remember to turn the bottle back on, which I turned off like 2 minutes ago. Those are the ones that come in. And that's an order. Get my big old monkey self up in here. Alrighty, down the back edge in there, front with that split weld. The guy over there, that's where we had that oil boil out. So as you can see there, that weld ended up with some oil that boiled out of the frame as it heated up. Probably over years of the master cylinder leaking down on that spot. And with that, it got some porosity and some inconsistency in the weld. So I'm going to go ahead and grind that weld out and then just lay it back down in there so it's nice and smooth and we know that the penetration's good on it. I'm going to do that side too. No, this side didn't have as much oil in it. And I did this one in 4 different sections.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad.
I would say that was alright.
It's just ugly. Somebody might want to look at it at some point.
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't. You didn't weld it up.
Let's see if I can show you all what I am able to look at in here. It's going to be pretty blown out from the lens, but this is all I have to look at. This is all I have to look at from my angle. So I just barely have enough room to get my hood up. Right there is the weld we just made. So let's see what we can do here. It's got a good weld here, it's a good weld there. That one in the middle, there's oil pushing out of the frame again. So that was beautiful. That weld right there is sexy. Can't, won't see it from a galloping horse. Can't see it from my house. You can see it from my house. All right, let it cool down and we'll get the motor put back in it. I think we're probably done with fabrication tonight. I don't know what time it is, 7:30, something like that. So we'll probably kick off of this tonight and we'll jump back after it tomorrow.